Hello everyone and welcome to Avian Specialty Inc.'s Facebook Live event. Today we're talking about shimmers, glitters, and metallic inks. Here I'm showing a glitter flake. This can be in the gold, silver glitters, and also could be like the crystalline overprint clear. This is the largest of the specialty flakes, so it has to go through a pretty open mesh. We recommend around a 24 to 38 threads per inch to allow the large flakes to flow through the open areas easily. As you can see how large the flakes are at the end. So you got to leave a lot of room for flow. Next, we'll take a look at the shimmer flake. It's about half the size, and so it can go through higher meshes when you're printing. We recommend between an 86 and a 110 for best coverage. And again, you can see the flake. What's great about the shimmer is that's used a lot of times in a lot of mixing, Pantone colors and such. And just by adding pigment into the shimmer, you can create, the look is kind of like a pearl look. So when you see the green here and the blue, we just made these simply by adding pigment into the silver shimmer. Kind of a nice metallic auto look. You print this over a white plate, it's fantastic. Next, we'll take a look at the powder flakes, which is more like a very thin powder that's mixed in with a clear base. This is like a liquid silver, metallics. They're very thin, uniform look, gives you a nice shine, and you can go through higher meshes. You go, recommendations anywhere from 86 all the way up to 160 mesh. You put this on and off an underbase, it creates two different, completely different looks. It's more of a true metallic, almost mercury look. Lastly, I'm going to show you, this is the glitter flake, but it's through a clear base. And so this is the crystalline. And as you can see, as we spread it on the shirt, you actually have some of the shirt showing through, and it creates a really cool iridescent look on the black. When you print this over colors, it allows the color of the ink to come through and kind of gives it a fresh, different look. So for printing today, I'm doing a little bit of each of these inks. And I'm also going to do a regular plastisol ink with a bolt color. So we show some overprints. First, we're going to put down the underbase. Going through a 110 mesh, double stroke, just to get good opacity. Then we're doing a secondary hit just for a highlight white before we start using the specialties. Good flash, nice bright. We want to flash completely before we start putting color on. In this case, I'm going in and putting the bolt color right on top. So I want a nice bright color. And then we'll go right into some of the crystalline printing. This is part of our Infinite Effects line. So you can get any of these inks. So here's how easily we can print the crystalline through a 24 mesh. And we're leaving quite a big good deposit. And as you can see, the color affects the overprint very much, and you're able to kind of create custom colors with the crystalline look. Another great thing to do with the crystalline is to print it directly over a double hit white or a print flash print white, and you kind of create a look that's like the old sugar flake look, only it's a much easier to print and not as messy. Here I'm just putting the highlight white down, and we're going to show how these metallics work directly to garment. This is the gold glitter. As you can see, it lays down very nicely, but it's more of a shimmery look. Now I'm putting it over a white plate. As you can see, it'll be a smoother look, cleaner, flatter, but still pretty shimmery. And as you compare them at the end of the oven, you'll find that the surfaces will change the look of the ink. So you can actually have two different types of glitters going on and off a white plate. And you can see the differences when you lay them side to side. One's very smooth, one's very glittery. So whatever look you're looking for is utilizing the underbase instead. Here I'm putting the gold glitter on top of the bolt color. This is very interesting because it's something you can do with all the glitters and the shimmers. Whatever's underneath the specialty ink is going to affect the color. So here's a darker color going underneath the same gold glitter. And you can see we go from like a Vegas gold to a old gold just by changing the underbase color. Gives you a lot of options when you're running a job. You can actually have two different gold glitter looks on the same shirt just by changing out the color underneath it. And by having a color underneath, you kind of clean up the line for the glitter. A lot of times people print glitter and they have a very broken line. So there it is, bright color brings out a bright gold. Darker color brings out like an old gold. It's a great trick. So imagine doing multiple colors with just the glitter on top. Make some subtle shadows in your design and so on. Simply cure it at the manufacturer's recommended temperatures in the oven, and you'll be able to create all sorts of different looks with the shimmers, glitters, and metallics from Avient Specialty Inks. Thank you for joining us today. We'll see you next week.